Hey everybody, welcome back. Benchmade has come out with another water collection knife. I like to call it the water series, but their tag, yours for life. Now, we all saw the recent drop in the last year of things like the mini ADIRA. We saw the Intersect, we saw the Fish Crafters in that beautiful MagnaCut steel that we know and love. This one is the new dark water Tempest Gray Benchmade mini ADIRA. So pretty awesome overall. Packaging on point. Got the slide box to it. Kind of a throwback. The water collection right here, as you can see. I'm throwing boxes off to the side. It's all good. All the fun stuff. Nice magnetic closure. Beautiful orange box. It's what we love. This one is the 18065BT-01. Go deeper. Inspired by the Pacific Northwest and crafted to withstand the harshest elements, the water collection exists to help you explore the wilderness that lies beneath the surface. To stay out longer and go deeper. Now you can navigate the currents of the unknown in pursuit of your greatest catch. The bite is on. So we had to read that because we got the big go deeper on the box. Of course, you get your greatest catch, use and care on the card. Of course, Life Sharp warranty. This is awesome. You got to keep it. You got to use it. Now, look at the packaging. I love this. Knife is open. You can already see the goodness that is going on here. Now, it is an axis lock. We'll talk about that in a minute. It has a little bit of upgraded parts on these ADIRAs and mini ADIRAs. And you also get one other thing, and that is a cleaning cloth. Nice felt in here, felt padding, all the good stuff. Let's see if we can open this up, pull it out. Let's see what we got. We got that beautiful Into the Wild below. Nice microfiber cleaning cloth. We'll keep that handy. Let's put all this stuff off to the side. Don't forget, yours for life. Now, I gotta say, this upgrade on the mini ADIRA, I dig it. I kind of saw it at first. I was like, okay, you got the really dark gray handle, and I'll show you compared to like some black, so you see a little bit of the difference, but it's very dark gray, that dark water Tempest Gray. And then you got this blue-ish coating, and this is from Cerakote. It's their blue titanium coating. You got the CPM MagnaCut right there. Of course, you got to have the benchmade.com/patent. You got the deep carry black oxide pocket clip. These deep carries are great. They are right or left-handed tip-up carry. And lanyard fans, not only do you have the hole, but they did not forget about you. They included the lanyard as they did in the original. Beautiful. Nylon bead on here. Super lightweight. For this big of a knife, let me look. I think you're coming in at, 3.09 ounces. Now, you sit there and you ask yourself, like, okay, 3 ounces. How big of a knife is the mini? I have a large glove size hand. It's a full 4-finger grip. You got that ramp up on the blade. I'm having a hard time just ignoring this beautiful, beautiful, dark, shiny thumb studs, the dark blue ones. But you do get the back spacer, which is great. It doesn't list it, but it also feels like a Grivery on the back spacer. Doesn't feel like aluminum or anything. But you have the stainless steel liners. Now, we talked about the axis lock. Now, on the water collection, they do have stainless steel springs and corrosion resistance in the axis lock materials. So you obviously have the coated ones. It is riding on phosphor bronze washers, as you can see in there. And this is super smooth. Out of the box, I got to move the lanyard so it doesn't get cut. But I don't know if you ever picked up one of the original ADIRAs or mini ADIRAs. Got to be the smoothest Benchmade out of the box in a long time. Now, you know me. I like the blues. I like the dark colored knives. This hits pretty hard. Now, I did say, I don't know if I'm a fan of that blue titanium coating, the Cerakote, but it actually looks pretty good. Now, we will compare it to the original Mini ADIRA here in a minute, but the overall specs, just because we're already into the video, the blade on this is the Magna Cut we talked about. The Cerakote is a blue titanium, and overall, this knife has a 3.21 inch blade, and the thickness on it, it's a pretty decent thick blade back here. Does have a little bit of tapering as you come down to the blade thickness, but back here at about 0.114 of an inch, right? Thickness. Now, overall length when it's open, 7.46 inches. When it's closed, 4.25, 4.25 inches. The handle's grivery. The handle thickness, a little thicker than normal, is a little over half an inch at 0.64 of an inch. But overall, super lightweight, and the balance is actually pretty good on this one. Let me use my middle finger. Supported there. So you can kind of see where the balance is on it. Pretty darn good for a folder. I'm just saying. Now, overall, this one, great for fishing, outdoors, or just everyday carry. This has been in my pocket all day since I picked it up at the Benchmade factory store. Great people there. If you're ever in Portland, Oregon, go check them out. They have every production knife that's current in their store so you can get hands-on with it. And I encourage you to get hands-on with one of the ADIRAs. The big one, it's even larger. But these are made in the USA by Benchmade Knife Company. And of course, that Life Sharp warranty. Now, the previous version, it's a light blue with the orange, the stonewash blade. Thinking about maybe swapping blades to see what it looks like, just for fun. But it does come with the orange thumb studs and the orange lanyard and that bead. So let's take a look at it. You can see the comparison of the two. But let's look at this right here. Just the comparison of them. I like the fact that you're not getting that reflection, right? You got that kind of, and it's not super gritty. It's actually pretty smooth. It appears to be gritty, but it is super smooth coating, that Cerakote. It's ready to go. Now, we are going to talk about those thumb studs. Now, let me show you in comparison to the standard bug out what your color difference is. They are darker, right? They are darker than the standard bug out ones by a couple shades. Now, I'm just saying, Benchmade, you want to make a couple extra bucks? Sell only half a dozen sets of those dark, beautiful thumb studs right there. Anyways, off topic, but you guys know what I mean. You know I love this one. Now, this one comes in at $240, $10 more than last year's model. Overall, usually due to the blade coating is what the $10 extra is on most of their models. Now, they also offer this in a combo edge. I know some of you love those serrations. I had to take a little drink, pause for the drink, but it does come in partially serrated in the Mini ADIRA and full-size ADIRA. They are out right now. Let me know what you think. Now, we're going to compare it to a couple other Benchmade models so you can see size-wise what you're really getting into. Now, lanyards for me, I'm not a huge lanyard fan. I've been trying today to really work with this. The only thing that bothers me in the lanyards is when I close it because I'm like worried it's going to get caught in there. I'm worried my pinky's going to bump up and get caught in there when I'm flipping it closed, so I got to be a little more cautious. But it is great for when you're using it outdoors, easy to get out of your pocket, grab and go. Now, the Mini Adamas, right? We talked about this when this originally came out. This one, pretty darn comparable. Size, everything else. I like it. So if you like the Mini Adamas, here's your thickness comparison. Pretty darn close. Here's your handle comparison. Pretty close. And of course your blade comparison. You got a drop point blade on both of them. But that's your Mini Adamas. Now let's say you got the new bug out, which you guys, this blue aluminum, I'm just saying. The bug out is a very, very comparable size, but it is not as thick, right? And it's all about the thickness, right? Just kidding. But overall, two great choices. This has the silver crush Cerakote finish on it, which is non-reflective. I love that. Now, we are going to compare two more blades. One is going to be the Benchmade Griptilian, full size. This is in their blue, beautiful Crater Blue. I had to go Crater Blue and black because, well, it just matches. Kind of has that dark water appearance, right? It would be a good combo blade to carry with it. So you can see overall, your full-size Griptilian gonna be a smidge longer in handle and a smidge longer in the blade. If you look at the comparison there, pivot to pivot, just that every little bit. Now, of course, we had to go dark. We got to compare the Benchmade 940 to this one because I know there's tons of 940 fans that watch my videos. Shout out to Warren Osborne. Awesome knife designer. Made a beautiful knife with so many of his designs. But overall, that's what you're getting. See, that lanyard keeps getting in my way. It's not very friendly for on-camera appearances. Either way, this is a fun one. This is the Benchmade Mini ADIRA 18065BT for the blue titanium and -01. Now, you can get the full size. I recommend either way, whichever one you go with. Now, I think, let's see here. The full size one, you're going to be into it even bigger, just like in the ADIRA series, right? The ADIRA series, this is the full size ADIRA in comparison. And that's what you're going to get out of the full-size ADIRA. Mine's on loan right now. Otherwise, I'd be showing it off. But you can see the difference between the mini and the full-size. So if you're a full-size ADIRA fan, then that full-size ADIRA is going to be for you. I'm throwing boxes around off to the side still. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this dark water combo. We, got that Tempest gray, really dark. And I wanted to show the black and gray difference if we can. It is ever so slight difference, just a smidge difference in tone. I want to see if I can get a really good look. So there's a decent look right there. Just a smidge lighter on that Tempest gray, but almost black. And that blue, I'm kind of digging it. But overall, I think what really makes it is the darker anodized thumb studs on there. Benchmade, you knocked this one out of the park in my opinion. Everyone, leave a comment on this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Mini ADIRA. I know many of you got the Mini ADIRA. It is one of my favorites. And I have a hard time carrying the light blue at work because people look at you like, you got a light blue knife? They expect you to carry something bling and flashy because it's just me. But overall, this one has already been in the pocket. It will stay in the pocket for quite a while. I'm going to definitely test out that Life Sharp warranty. We're going to put it to its test and have some more fun with it and the original. But either way, I really appreciate you checking this one out. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this one. Thanks for checking this one out. Don't forget, #DSKFS. Do something kind for someone. It is what we do here. We have fun with all this. Have an awesome rest of your day. But most importantly, take care.